Hello, Emma's back. The weather's out. We've got a little bit of sun, but it's not meant to be out for long. It's going to start changing again, as it does every single day of our holiday. Been a washout actually, but we've had about 2 or 3 good days. But when the sun is out, it changes everything. It's beautiful. Anyway, in this video I thought, because we've got a little bit more authority, because we've been here a couple of weeks now in Patong, along the Patong beach, got a really lovely located hotel called the Merlin, which has been absolutely brilliant, which takes us directly through their gardens right out onto Patong beach. Well, you've got the main Patong Road, and some people have asked questions about, what's it like to get, to get vendors and little restaurants and things like that along the front. Well, most of those are literally all along. It's the prime location for these places, and it's along Patong Road. We've tried pretty much most of the restaurants in our time here. We tried them more than once, the ones we favour, and yeah, so what we're going to do is just have a little chat about some of the restaurants that we favour and some of the experiences we've had. Anyway, let's get on with it. One thing you will find, which is quite obvious in these places, especially with the beach right close by, is all the trips you can go on, and you can find all these little vendors that sell the boat trips, long boat trips, etc. And but the weather's been so bad, so we haven't really had a chance. There's lots of currency exchange, ATMs, obviously, for people to get money out of. You have to be careful on some, because they're going to charge you a £5 to get money out per transaction. So some, like Bangla Road, they only let you draw out about 3,000 baht, which is about £75, but you can, on some of these ATMs, draw out a lot more baht, up to about 10,000 plus. And basically, if you do that, draw out in bulk, you're not going to keep incurring those £5 costs. So that's a much better option, isn't it? Yeah, my wife's just pointed out this restaurant. Now the thing is, when we're walking along, you tend to focus on all the front facing restaurants, because they're basically the ones that attract more people, and when you see more people you think, well, something must be good, so we actually go in them. But there was a guy here sort of touting that business, and we thought, well, we'll give it a risk, because it is down a little bit of an alley off the main road, and at night it can be quite dark and there's not much going on. There's a lot of shops over here that have been shut down, so it's not been as popular. But we thought we'd try out the I'm not sure how you pronounce it, the what's that, DA Milano, and we were the food was fantastic. There's a guy in there, it's an Indian guy, he's absolutely fantastic, and he's sort of out the premise of keeping everything fresh, and we could tell the pizza is freshly made with in there. And the actual I had a what did I have? I had a lasagna, and I had a disaster of a lasagna at another restaurant we'll talk about in a bit. We tried it in here, it was completely fresh, and they make it fresh on the day, and they add the cheese later on in the day. But that was a fantastic experience, and highly rated, this restaurant here. Let's just take a look. Do not bypass, check it out. It's got reasonable prices, and the food was great, what we tried. We only been in there once, but we both really enjoyed our meal. You can see the beach road at Patong has got a Subway, but it's not something that we actually, it's not the food we like, but we know how popular they are, so I thought I'd better mention it. Right, we've obviously got the place here. It's a steakhouse. We've been meaning to try it, but we never got round to it, so I have no idea. If you've got any ideas and you've been here, let us know. But almost been tempted, but not quite. Don't know why. I was saying before, you get a vibe for a place, but yeah, sometimes it's worth a chance, seeing how you get on for at least a meal. But you never know, we might do in the rest of our holiday here. Here's the Mojito Bar. They do a lot of mojito cocktails and things like that. We actually had a meal in it, didn't we? Yeah, it was okay, wasn't it? Yeah, it's quite nice. It's the same reasonable sort of price. Right, there you have the Roma, however you pronounce it. But up there, that's quite a nice viewing point if you like to do a bit of people watching when you're having your meal, which we did. You can get one of those seats at the top. You get a lovely view, so you pay for the view. The prices were pretty much the same, the 250, 300 baht. You know, and you'll find when you go in for a meal, especially if you have dessert, it's going to work out about 23, 24 pounds, 1,000 baht most of the time. But yeah, you might well notice the Starbucks. I should leave that alone because it's incredibly expensive, Starbucks. If you're on a tighter budget, then leave Starbucks alone. We were buying Starbucks initially, but then we realised how much we were paying. It was silly money. You know, it was like £15 for two drinks, which is hitting you hard, hitting your back very hard. On a very positive note, even though we've got these the restaurants we've already got here, there's so much more building work going on, so it's a huge positive because they're building up. Hello, sir. They're building up a lot of. Oh. How rude! They know I'm filming and they're still talking. But yeah, no, the buildings. There's a lot of building going on, so it's all a positive thing, isn't it? Along the front here, it's all changing all the time. What we got here then? Oh, there's another. Yeah, this is more seafood. If you love seafood, it looks really good. It's very popular, but we're not really seafood eating people. yeah, we literally haven't been in this one because all of the restaurants have prices, and when they don't show prices, it's a little bit ominous, isn't it? So we've just sort of stood clear. But we've almost been tempted to take a risk, but just not having the prices, it's just turned us away. But yeah, you can see even now there's people in there. Yeah, where we think it might be part of a result, so they might actually get better deals and people just coming in off the street. We're not sure. There's that crazy Bangla Road by day. It's obviously going to be a lot different by day. Not much to see down there. All the shutters come down. Just a load of shutters really, so there's no point in looking through there. Hello there. And there's sort of another. And here we have the Savoy or whatever. And I don't know how you pronounce it, but you can see up there. Pronounce it how you like. But we've had some good meals here actually. We've been in there twice, and most of it's great, but don't pick the lasagna. I'm very, very disappointed with the lasagna. It was literally dry, crusty, been heated up all day, it seemed like. Very, very disappointed, but hey ho. But that's the Savoy. And for those of you who like a little bit of fast food, we still have the Burger King. I must admit, you know, when you come out to Thailand, you want to keep trying the sort of food and the restaurants they've got here, support them. But a couple of nights we're guilty of eating at the Burger King. But it was lovely. And just 50 yards up the road, there's a lot of work going on, as I said, building work. We have the McDonald's. Yeah, we've not gone in there because it just looked very dark at night. It doesn't look like it's very well promoted, and there's never anyone in there, so it's probably okay, but it doesn't seem to be that popular from what we've seen in our 2 weeks here. Well, here's a restaurant here, the Wabi Zabi. Wabi Zabi? Is that how you pronounce it? It looks really clean and is popular, but it's not one that we have tried because it's more seafood and sushi though, but that's very popular, so it could be, you know, good for some I guess, but not for us. Coming up is the Limelight restaurant. We've had a couple of meals here, been good. Yeah, Nick had a lovely burger and I had a Caesar salad, which I'm quite partial to, and yeah, it's not a bad restaurant. Yeah, the Limelight. Stay tuned because one of these restaurants really stood out to us and we didn't actually notice it until the end of the holiday, which is a shame. And that was the only negative. It's a really good, a really exceptional restaurant, and we were surprised. The prices were a little bit higher, but the quality of food, it made the meal far more enjoyable. It's fantastic. There's Molly's Tavern. It's a really good bar, but the thing is, well, we've never been in it, but we've heard the music. We have some fantastic singers in there. It's just one of those bars we just didn't happen to go in. Well, restaurant bars. If you're going for curry, best place to go is an Indian restaurant, isn't it? And the one we frequented, and we went there 3 times, is the Tandoori Flames. Indian food, but they also do Thai food if that's your preference, but for us going there, it has to be a curry. And yeah, very hospitable guy. They run a sort of business restaurant, and it's perfect. Very, very passionate they are about the food and getting it just right. So presentation was great, food was amazing, and like I say, we went back 3 times, and that says something. But yeah, if you go for curry, can't recommend the Tandoori Flames Indian restaurant high enough. Okay, the suspense is over. This is it. This is, look at the name, the place. We tried this and we looked at it a lot of the time. The prices were a little bit high, which we thought initially, but we were looking last night and we thought to ourselves, let's check out this place and you know, see what it's like. They had a deal going on the beef stroganoff, and it had mashed potato, and I'm in Thailand, when you have mashed potato, it's just literally like, you know, the smash, the old English smash, which is just powder, and it's horrible, realistically. But this guy is a French chef. We were blown away. This was one of the meals that we had, and we come away and we thought fantastic. It was absolutely brilliant. The display, the quality, really high-end food. So the prices, what we thought were a little high for the type of food, were absolutely fantastic. So it was actually cheap because it's really high-end food. So basically, we didn't have a pudding. I wish we did now, because it was probably, it would equal the actual, you know, the quality of, you know, of the main meal we had. And like I say, it was beef stroganoff. The flavours were incredible. The French style mashed potato was incredible. If there was no one around, I'm sure me and the wife would have actually licked our plates clean. This place is not to be missed. It's incredible. I would have loved, we actually had our meal at the end of our holiday. You know, it was like literally last night, and we're going away tonight. Oh, and we would have been back here for more. But whatever you do, don't miss this bar, because the French chef here is incredible. The quality that he produces, the way he presents it, displays it on your plate, it's amazing. Anyway, this is it. This is our favourite from that one meal last night. This is by far our favourite restaurant at Patong Beach Road. Anyway, that's about it for the reviews. Let me get off back to the hotel, and I'm going to do a review on the Merlin Hotel, which was also absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed it the last 3 weeks, so stay tuned.